What's the matter here? I'm waiting, son. Waiting on Roosevelt. I'm waiting on Roosevelt. The rent was
It's a hot freaking day outside. Perfect for a run. So when it's hot out like this, there's a couple of things you can do to help not die while you're out running in the summertime, especially in climates like down here in Florida. So the first one is run early in the morning. It is not early in the morning right now. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. Between noon and 3, typically the hottest parts of the day. The morning is the most humid part of the day, but the coolest part of the day. So there's a very good reason to run during the cooler part of the day, and that is to keep your core body temperature down. Obviously, not being as hot outside, that's going to have a big effect on your core body temperature being hot or not. Obviously, normal body temperature is 98.6, but when you're out running, it can get over 100, it can get 101, 102. That's why you need to do everything you can during the summer to keep your body temperature, your core body temperature down. When it goes up, things like heat stroke and rhabdomyolysis and things like that start becoming a much more bigger possibility for you on a day like this. I get it though, sometimes you can't run in the morning, sometimes you gotta run at lunch, sometimes you gotta run after work. So between noon and 3, hottest part of the day. Not the humidest, but the hottest part of the day. So if you have to run between noon and 3, it's okay, you can do it, but you've got to take other precautions. First precaution you can do to help with keeping your core body temperature down on a day like this is to wear reflective stuff like I'm wearing right now. This is my favorite summertime running shirt. And it's counterproductive a little bit. It's counterintuitive to sometimes think, why the heck would you wear a long sleeve shirt to go out and run in the sun? Well, look at, anytime you ever see people in the desert in the movies, or people who are trash collectors, right? Working in hot climates. They're wearing long pants, long sleeve shirts, hats with the tails in the back to give them as much shade as possible. And there's a reason for that. It's keeping their core body temperature down. It's science. It works. It's good. This is made by Pearl Izumi. I just got it at the Pearl Izumi outlet in North Conway, New Hampshire a few weeks ago. I love it. It's got a, best part about it is in the back, it's got a zipper pocket that's waterproof. Have you ever been out on a long run, or you're just doing something and you're soaked with sweat, but you brought money with you because you're going out 5, 10, 15 miles, whatever. So you stop in to buy some Gatorade, and literally you could stick your dollar to the wall because you pulled it out of your sweaty shorts. This pocket is nice because it helps out the people at the 7-Eleven without having to hang dry your cash. But the way that a long sleeve reflective shirt like this works, and this is a dry fit material. This is a tech material. It's got some really high tech stuff in it. But essentially, don't forget that why you sweat is very important. When you're running or you're exerting yourself or you're doing anything physical and you sweat, that's a mechanism your body's using to keep your core body temperature down. The sweat coats your skin and then evaporates, and that evaporation causes a cooling effect. Have you ever dipped your finger in rubbing alcohol and kind of waved it in the air or blew on it? It gets cold. Same thing. Not quite as extreme as rubbing alcohol, but it's the same process. You sweat evaporates, and it cools your core body temperature down. It's a natural process that your body does. Wearing a shirt like this can only accentuate that. What happens is you're gonna sweat still inside the shirt, and it's gonna evaporate inside the shirt. Then the shirt is gonna get soaked and it's gonna evaporate again. Additionally, the evaporated sweat inside your shirt can sometimes even circulate and help cool you down that way. Again, up on top of the noggin there. I like this hat. This also is a Pearl Izumi hat, It's white, it's reflective, it absorbs the sweat, and then it evaporates the sweat as well. Also keeps the sweat out of my eyes. If you're a bald guy like I am, it's good to keep the sweat out of your eyes. Hydration, 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 and then some more hydration followed by hydration, basically. You need to hydrate on a day like this when it's in the 90s or even over 100 and the humidity is high. You are going to sweat so much that it's very possible that while you're out running, you're going to stop sweating. And if that happens, you're way past the point where you should have stopped already. So hydrate, 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 hydrate. You should drink. I drink a gallon of water a day. There's a rule about how many ounces of water based on your body weight. But basically, a good rule of thumb is if you're peeing clear, you're perfectly hydrated. You're good. If your pee is yellow, you're dehydrated. If your pee is cola colored, you're screwed. Things are going bad for you at that point. So hydrate, 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 hydrate. I have both. I've peed the chocolate milk. I've peed the Pepsi, and I've peed straight blood before because I've allowed myself to get so dehydrated. Do not do that. Hydrate, hydrate. I can't say it enough. Drink more, and then drink some more. Run with a hydration pack or a water belt with bottles of water on it. Bring water with you. Or if you can't do that, if you just hate running with a pack on, then go out, and this is something that a lot of people do. You'll go out and put water bottles, hidden in shrubs and stuff along your route before you actually go. Then you can go and, you'll have water staged along your route as you go. Just make sure you go back and pick up your trash. Last point is that during the summer, on days like this, your core body temperature is going to go up. And I don't care who you are, your pace, the distance that you can run, they're both going to suffer. You're not going to be able to run as far. You're not going to be able to run at the same pace that you run on a cool autumn day because your core body temperature goes up. The higher it goes up, the higher it's going to impact your performance. If you can run a 6.5 minute mile for a 5K in the fall when it's 52 degrees outside with no humidity, you are not in a million years. Nobody could do that when it's as hot as it is right now. If that's your best. Your best is here on a cool day and here on a hot day. There's nothing you can do about it. So live with it. Just, don't allow yourself to get down and beat up because you can't run as fast on a day like this that you do during the fall or during the winter when it's cold, or at least cool and not humid. You can't do it. Run in the morning, air quality is better, and it's cooler, a little more humid, but it's cooler. Wear reflective clothing. Wear clothing that's going to wick the sweat away from you and evaporate it twice. Wear a hat. Wear a reflective hat. Wear something that's going to bounce the sun back up into space when you're out running. And lastly, hydrate. Drink plenty of water, then drink plenty more water, and then when you're done with that, drink some more water. And enjoy training out in a beautiful summer, hot climate wherever you happen to be. I mean, even Fargo, North Dakota gets hot days every now and then. So no matter where you are, enjoy training in the heat and make the most out of training in the heat. You train in the heat, running in the cool is going to be a piece of cake. That's all I got.